Well, it has been a rough one for these last 2 days. We've lost some people that we've all known and have touched us all in some way through the entertainment industry, through the music industry, and obviously through the wrestling industry as well. And we just wanted to say, and as you can see, TNA obviously had a little blurb there about Hulk Hogan. And we wanted to say that we are very saddened by the losses. Malcolm Jamal Warner, of course, quite young. He's a year younger than I am. Unfortunately, that was one of those incidents where you see riptides do things to people, and just unfortunate. It's very, very good actor. He's been around for a long time in the entertainment industry. And we all, of course, remember him from the shows that he was in. Then, of course, we got the news about Ozzy. We knew that he wasn't well. Everyone knew he had Parkinson's, and he had that final concert, which was, look, if I would have known Ozzy, I would imagine that going out that way would probably be the way he would have wanted to go out. That he was able to be on stage in front of fans in his hometown. But again, I know so many people that were huge fans of him. I kind of didn't get into him until around the 80s with the Ultimate Sin album, and then after that. But I know what I watched some talk shows yesterday about musicians that had said that they influenced them, and that he was just an all-around nice guy. Whenever he'd come into contact with them, he'd ask them about their families and so on and so forth. So just saw a little blurb of a little clip of Rob Halford and Judas Priest doing a tribute to him as well on one of their recent concerts. So obviously thoughts and prayers out to his wife Sharon and their children. And, of course, all of Malcolm Jamal Warner's relations, too. And then today, we lost a wrestling legend. We all know what this guy meant to the world of professional wrestling, what he meant to the WWF back in the day and the WWE. Hulk Hogan. Wrestling wouldn't be what it is today without Hulk Hogan. Same as music with Ozzy. They have all their lives have touched many, many people and many, many fans. Now, while I know, a lot of people, he made, during his life, he made some mistakes, like a lot of wrestlers do, made some, comments that he shouldn't have made and things like that. But you can't deny the influence that he had on the wrestling industry. So again, all our thoughts and prayers to his family and his friends, and obviously a big hit to the wrestling business as a whole. So when these things happen, and more and more when you get older, you find out that there are people that pass that you've loved throughout your life, and it hits you. Rough few days, and obviously, like I said, our thoughts, our prayers, and all that go with their families at this time and their friends. And all we can do is just kind of celebrate them and what they brought to the wrestling industry, the music industry, and the entertainment industry. And I'm sure that they will all be talked about in the near future. So just wanted to start the show with that. And obviously, thank you to Jeff for setting that up. And throughout the course of the show, we will certainly share some things, memories and stuff that we have had from these gentlemen throughout the course of their career. So feel free to do that in chat. But welcome. We are obviously here for TNA, and it is live tonight, so it should be a good one. They are in Rhode Island, and we've got a lot of stuff happening tonight, and there is the director of Authority, Santino Marella himself, who challenged Ethan Page on NXT this past week. So Santino's been all over the place. Yep. And we're going to start off the show with him. Chris obviously is here with me. Jeff is here as well. Hello, C. How are you? Yeah, very, very sad, sad week. Just a lot of talent that many of us grew up with, and sure. And Jeff is here too. He's behind the scenes. So what's going on, Jeff and Chris?
And it's definitely a sad day today. This one hit me hard. I grew up in that generation as a little kid, getting into wrestling, and Hulk Hogan was larger than life. I mean, I was into all the stuff, the lunch boxes and figures and all the merch stuff. I loved Hulk Hogan ever since I was a little kid. So yeah, this one hit me hard.
Yeah. I mean, I've said this on our show. When his music would hit, I still get chills. To this day, whenever I would hear a real American hit, it's like,
yeah.
And then, of course, when he went to the NWO and he was Hollywood Hogan, I still loved him. And I became an NWO guy at that point. So
yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine earlier today about it. And like, he really revolutionized wrestling 2 separate times. I mean, the first time with WWE taking it to what beyond what it was in the 70s and the 80s and stuff, making it such a big thing with merch and all that kind of stuff, the characters. And then again with the NWO, I mean, he revolutionized wrestling.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And as far as Ozzy goes, like I was saying earlier, I didn't really start getting into him until Ultimate Sin, which came out in like 84 or so. But I knew of all of this. I knew of Crazy Train. I knew of his Sabbath stuff and Iron Man and all that. And but I realized that on my favorite bands, of course, I was a big Kiss fan, they wouldn't have been who they were without Ozzy around. And he took chances. He became the Prince of Darkness, right? And I finally heard about that biting off the bat's head story and what actually happened with that. I had no idea that was indeed a real bat that he did that with, but it was a fan that chucked it up on stage. So someone was sick enough to put a dead bat and throw it up on the stage, and he thought it was a rubber bat, and that's why he did that.
Yeah.
But I obviously came to respect his music, and after Ultimate Sin, I remember buying the Randy Rhoads Ozzy tribute album, which I really loved. And then the one with No More Tears and stuff like that. He's just a pioneer, and there wouldn't be metal. There would not have been metal without Ozzy and without him taking chances. And sure, like Hulk Hogan, he did some bad things in his life. And my God, he threatened to kill his own wife. So everybody has things.
Nobody's perfect.
Correct. Everybody has things they do that they regret, and making mistakes and stuff like that. But this isn't the time to talk about that. It's the time to remember them for who they were to us and who they were to everyone, fans and their respective careers.
So. The only thing I want to add to that, because I think that's a great point, Joe, not to
no, it's all good, dude.
That, but I just want to say this. I want us to really get to a point again where we're being kind to one another and thinking about humanity. I get it. I understand why people feel the way that they feel, and I don't. I won't say that you're wrong. What I will say is, for me, I'm able to separate the character from the person. The character of Hulk Hogan, and what he meant to the wrestling industry, how he paved the way for a lot of wrestlers and companies today, and what he did, that can never be understated. At some point or another, if you were of a certain age, you were a Hulk Hogan fan, or maybe you hated him, but you were still talking about him. And then when he went to the NWO, he made being a bad guy cool. So the last thing I want to say about it too is, while I understand what he did was completely wrong, and upset and offended a lot of people, not to take up for him. But what I would also say is, how many of us would face the same scrutiny or worse if our worst moments were caught on audio or video? That's all I'll say about that. Ozzy, I think I told this story on Tuesday, but Ozzy, I became a fan of his once he was on a Busta Rhymes song. I started doing my deep dive and really appreciated his music. And last but not least, Malcolm Jamal Warner. I think if you were a young black man in the 80s and 90s, you grew up with Theo Huxtable, you grew up with the Cosby Family, you wanted to be one of those Cosby kids because they had it all. Man, what a great guy he was. Not only did he, I think a lot of people forget that he had a career after the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
He did a lot of things after that. He was a talented musician. He was a poet, did a lot of spoken word, but he was on a lot of other great shows and in movies as well. And I just think that people like him aren't celebrated enough with what we can see, with what we see that like fame and all of that stuff brings with it, and the types of people that sometimes unearth themselves in those areas. He seemed like one of the genuinely good people. So that's all I'll say about in terms of my tribute. I know we'll probably talk more on Sunday, Joe. Yeah.
Obviously, we have Between the Ropes coming up this Sunday, so we'll spend a little more time, obviously, on that show, discussing things about Hulk Hogan and memories and stuff that we had, obviously, of him for sure. So, feel free to chat about, as we see the System of all people taking up the mantle for TNA here.
Yeah.
Okay, little surprising, but I like it. And Jeff's going to pop up the preview of the card for tonight. So again, we're live. These are usually pretty good shows, the live shows that they have, and you could see. You'll see the graphics up there in a minute. We are going to get Leon Slater, Great Hands versus Brian Myers and Cardona. Jacy Jayne we're going to hear from. Leon Slater, obviously, we're going to hear from as well. Moose is talking about how everybody's continuing to fight. And he's giving Leon Slater props. Jake something against Mance Warner tonight. Of course, this led after the Slammiversary thing that happened. The Elegance brand and the Inspiration. The Inspiration's bringing a friend with them tonight to even out the odds a little bit. We'll see who that is. And we've got Joe Hendry and Mike Santana going up against each other tonight. This should be a good one, probably your main event. And see what's going to happen with those two after everything, again, that happened at Slammiversary. So do we get a TNA versus NXT War Games? A lot of people, including the guys on Busted Open, have been talking about that.
That would be really cool to see.
Yeah. Yep. Mark, what's up, Mark? Brandon, Gust. I didn't say hello to everybody. James, Corsi, John Kessler, Hype. It is not free on YouTube anymore. That was a week thing, I guess. Jason Peace, Jeremy Dunderman, member of the channel. Thank you, Jeremy, for being a member. Chris is also on YouTube somehow, and he's here at the same time. Doing two things at once. Boomers TV. Hello, Boomers. Hassan. Jason Stoffer. Welcome in. Mark says, so shocking about Hulk's death. I was listening to ESPN and they had someone from WWE give their thoughts about Hogan. He said something I want to ask you all. Now, I know that this probably is one of the hardest questions to ask, considering there are numerous people that helped with wrestling, said that Hulk is the Babe Ruth of professional wrestling. Oh, Moose is saying, whoop that trick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That'd be a match, wouldn't it? Trick Williams and Moose. Woo.
And speak of the devil.
And there he is. And look who he's with. AJ Francis and Casey Navarro.
Traitors.
Right? I'm honestly surprised after AJ Francis did that fall through of that ladder that he's actually standing up.
I can't believe he can walk right now.
I don't know, Mark. I mean, Babe Ruth was, he paved the way, right? For, Chris was just talking about it earlier, to what modern wrestling became. So in that aspect of it, I could see, but also many people say in the sports world that Babe Ruth is the greatest baseball player of all time. I'm not going to go that far with Hulk Hogan because Hulk was never a great wrestler, in quotes.
Definitely one of the greatest characters of all time.
Character, yes. Gimmick, yes. But he was never, ever the greatest wrestler. So if they're looking at wrestling standpoint, that's probably not true.
Another similarity, I think Babe Ruth kind of transcended baseball to where people that weren't baseball fans knew who Babe Ruth was, and obviously Hogan was that.
True. Yeah. So it depends on how they're looking at it and what perspective they're looking at it from. Ooh, Trick giving it to Moose.
Can't believe he's still talking smack after the Undertaker dealt with him.
Yeah, the Undertaker kind of taught him a lesson. This is Trick and A now, and you are the past.
Phil.
Moose trying to light them up. They ain't coming down there.
Yeah. Now we got Mustafa coming.
Now we got Order 4 coming out. Ali gives a little smile to Trick. I'll bury your ass like my name's The Undertaker? Wow, dude. Wow, dude.
Definitely not second class.
Damn. What's up, Andrea? Hulk was also a pop culture icon as well, being in Rocky. Yeah. Character became a staple in households for the larger-than-life. Yep. No doubt. Mustafa Ali wants a round of applause as he's bringing Order 4 up into the ring with the system. Oh, man, there we go. Here we go. System hurt enough. We got a scrum, and Santino's right in the middle of it. Santino's calling in security. Trick and AJ Francis and Navarro are laughing at them. Well, that was a chaotic start to the show. We got a blank screen. Now we're back. Now we're on a commercial. But since the show is live, we're gonna actually see what's going on, but we're not gonna hear anything. So you could see them still continuing to fight in the ring. But yeah, that started off kind of interesting. It almost kind of looks like maybe the system is switching sides. Are they going to be baby faces going forward? Maybe. Possible. Did you see Penta is in the game now? What WWE game? The one on PlayStation?
Yeah,
I don't have it. I don't have the new one. Security is clearing everybody out. James says F the system. Dead Man says we're shocked that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. A lot of people were. Yeah. I did a small, 10-minute tribute, 10, 15-minute tribute to Ozzy on my other podcast that I do. And I was getting done finishing up, and I went and opened Facebook, and that's when I saw that Hogan passed. Yeah. Crazy. Well, it looks like they got everybody cleared out of there after they battled for a while in front of the live crowd. Or you see somebody going underneath the table. Oh, he's got a broom. Look at this. We get to see the broom guy.
Yeah, broom in the ring.
The broom guy sweeping out the ring. We get to see. That's something you don't often see at a wrestling show. But yeah, obviously this is the follow-up show to Slammiversary. And we're going to get some, probably some new storylines developing, as you can see, how we started off the show. And, a lot of people had a lot of mixed reactions about Slammiversary, especially the ending, because a lot of people really thought that it was set up well for Mike Santana to win in his hometown, which didn't happen. But yeah, you got to think of the long term in wrestling, and more than likely, something's going on with either a joint thing for NXT and TNA, or they're going to wait until Bound for Glory and build it up even more, where Santana could win there. They did have their biggest crowd ever for a live show on Slammiversary, so that's a good thing. A lot of people were there, and a huge crowd for them. Obviously, we got that match that's coming up between the Hardys and the Dudleys for Bound for Glory, which is, I know they're older, but there's going to be as many as crazy acrobatics from them like we're used to seeing. But it's still two all-time legend teams that we may never see wrestle each other again.
Yeah, I just saw something today that Devon's lost a bunch of weight and getting in a lot better shape. So
yeah. People don't see the bigger picture. Yeah.
At DDP Yoga.
Yep.
Yep. The bigger picture is all about instant gratification. People just want what they want when they want it, and they want it to be instant gratification, which wrestling not always is. They're going to do things for the long term. People just don't. People just get impatient.
And a lot of times it's better when it's not. I mean, I'll be the first to admit that. I was mad at WrestleMania 39 when Cody didn't win the belt. Looking back in hindsight, I'm glad he didn't, because it made 40 that much bigger and better when he did.
Yep. But anyway, since we're at the break here, we're coming back from the break, I think. We went all dark again. Tell us what you eat. Tell us what you ate today. We'll do that. We'll do the food thing. Which we do every single Thursday. The system is in the back, still fighting. Here's Santino. So, yeah, tell us what you had. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, it doesn't matter. Snacks, we don't care. We like it all. Get everybody hungry. Tell them what you had good to eat today. Santino's trying not to have the infighting going on.
Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona is indeed there. Matt says, I got your back to the system. The great hams.
Great hams.
Santino cracks me up, dude.
Yeah.
The fact that he brought the Cobra out when he was going up against when he had Ethan. Man.
Scared him right out of the ring.
All right, we'll get into the food. I went to see Fantastic Four today, and doing so, right up next to the theater that I go see the movies I go see in, there is a Pancheros, and I got Pancheros today, which was freaking amazing. Pancheros is so good, and I got now we got this guy. Ugh, and he's not wearing, I don't think he's wearing socks. The personal concierge is annoying as can be. But I had a bowl from Pancheros. My wife got one too. Fantastic. And I mean, Chipotle's bowls are good, but this is just a step above. Chicken. I had cilantro lime rice. I had, of course, the lettuce, the sour cream, queso, chips, and then the shredded cheese they put on. Oh, it's so good, man. So that's what I had today. See. Cheese and tomato toasty for lunch, and tea. I had chicken and bacon and mushroom pasta bake. Honey Nut Cheerios cereal and turkey bacon for breakfast. Derek, if you could see this hotel we're staying at in Orlando, what a mess. A bunch of big booty Latinas walking around. Who would book such an establishment? Probably you. We got the Elegance brand, of course. Smash burger and fries, as well as an energy drink. I'm going to see Fantastic Four tomorrow. It was very good. I can't put it as high as I ranked Superman, and I'm really not sure why, because it wasn't. It was the best Fantastic Four movie to date for sure. Galactus, the special effects and the music was off the charts. Off the charts. What they can do with these movies now is insane. The stuff they were filming in outer space and stuff. I mean, it looked amazing, and the score was crazy good. But for some reason, I didn't get, like, I would give it a solid 9. It was very good, but Superman just was a little bit better to me, and because it pulled at my heartstrings a little bit more. But James Gunn has a tendency to do that with his films. Even the Guardian stuff kind of goes after like personal things to people. And so, yeah, it was very good, very entertaining. I'm probably going to see it again, mostly for Galactus, because I loved Galactus since I was a kid. And seeing him on the big screen, I'm like, pfft.
Yeah, Galactus has always been a cool character.
Oh, my God. He looked amazing. I'm sitting there in my seat during his scenes, and I'm taking screenshots on my phone. Like, boop, boop, boop. I must have 17 screenshots on there of Galactus. But, can't share them because they get banned. But yeah, it was good. It was definitely a good movie. Brisket and quinoa brown rice for lunch. And here come the inspiration. Who did they bring with them? Who is their,
no one yet.
We didn't see yet who their friend is that they brought here. Iceman's a loser. I agree. Turkey burger and fries, says Brandon. Chicken with barbecue on it. Chicken parm sandwich and salad. Love the John Cena cameo and super. Oh yeah, the Peacemaker. Yeah, that we're still getting Peacemaker season 2 this year, coming out soon. Ordering PF Chang's to the room tonight, says Derek. Nice. All right, now who is? Mara Sade?
Jakara Jackson.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say Sade. The only Sade I know is the singer. Jakara Jackson is here. All right, there you go. Well, you got the James says nice surprise. She's previously in NXT.
Yeah, she was with Lash Legend.
Yep, that's right. Former member of the Metaphor, was in the tag team with Lash. Nice surprise, says James. We had to see Gia Miller replaced after the heinous attack by Tessa Blanchard, who got suspended. I vote for the Inspiration team. Off the ropes. Nice takedown there. Keep the food coming. Jeff, are you eating now like you usually do? What are you eating? Good.
No, I had some chicken and salad earlier. I grilled some chicken and
nice.
Had some salad with it.
Sounds good. Chris, what do you have good? Anything?
I went out to eat to this restaurant called Freddy's. It's kind of like a steak and shake kind of place. They do steak burgers and custard and stuff like that. I had a spicy chicken sandwich and fries.
Nice. There you go. Yep, we know, Hassan. We were talking about, we did a tribute before the show. Taking everybody down on the outside of the ring. And here comes Sade. I keep wanting to sing Smooth Operator when I say Sade. I don't know why. I always liked her, man. I loved her music. We got a break here. Let's see if we're going to... Oh, yeah, we're still tuning in live. This is so weird. How we get to see like what the fans see during the commercial. But we get no audio. That was a heinous attack by Tessa Blanchard. Yes, I agree. It was. Yes, it was. Okay, we're getting commentary now, which a little. Now I've got a bug flying by my dumb light by my desk. Obviously, when is SummerSlam? Is that
next weekend?
Yeah, only a week away until that comes. A lot of good matches shaping up for that. Derek's having Peaches problems. What do you guys? Go ahead, Sergeant. Just say, yeah, right. Just say no. Pork chop, string beans, and salad, macaroni and cheese, and cornbread. Wow, you had a full meal, dude. What the hell is she doing?
She's licking her lollipop.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Oh.
And now she stepped on it. What do y'all think of the... Well, I'll ask you two questions. What do y'all think of the Cody setup with John Cena? You think he's turning heel? And the second part of it, what do y'all think of it being Roman and Jey Uso in a tag team match? Not quite what a lot of people maybe wanted when they thought Roman was coming back, was a tag team match. But it certainly looks that way.
I heard a rumor, and you know how that goes, that it was supposed to be Roman versus Seth, but with Seth being hurt, this is the backup plan.
Do you know more and more people every day are talking about that and saying he is not really injured?
I know. I mean, the only thing I'll say, it is a little weird how it hasn't gone the way that most injuries go. To me, it seems like they have treated a little differently. So, but I don't know. I mean, it'll be one of the biggest shocks ever if it really is a work and he comes out and cashes in at SummerSlam or something.
And that's what they were saying, that they were thinking that it would be.
I mean,
and the other thing, too, is who would he screw over again? CM Punk.
That's the only thing that has me thinking that it could be a possibility, because he literally said, I will do whatever I can. I will stop you from becoming champion to CM Punk. And here CM Punk has a title match, so I don't know.
So I don't.
I would be there to stop.
Not Sam Wrestling did a thing about that on his pod, talking about is it as bad as they're letting on, or is it not that bad, and is this all just kind of a work type thing? So I don't know. It's going to make people watch, because it's going to make
usually when we get an injury, like, they know right away what's wrong. Like, they have surgery within days usually of it, and that's not happened this time. So I don't know.
And Seth was saying that they asked him about the MRI, and he said, well, they couldn't do it because it was too swollen, I think was what he was saying. Now that can happen. I've heard that with other athletes that have had, but that
thing, it's like, this could, it's real enough that it could be, but
Well, I'll talk more about that on Sunday, obviously, on Between the Ropes. This match is poor. Barry, you have no patience, my friend. We're not even probably midway through. Jeez, man. Did you see Aleister Black is in 2K? No, I don't have 2K. I haven't had a 2K game probably since the Bray Wyatt one that came out with the swamp match and all that kind of stuff. I'd love Seth to cost Punk, but highlighting his injury, then night 2 cash in on Cody and Cena, revealing he wasn't injured. Okay. Swerve in a way, yeah. I mean, it might make more sense than just having Cody and Cena swap titles. I think a lot of people are hoping almost. I don't know if they're hoping, but they're expecting that Cody might turn kind of heelish. But I don't know. I don't know if they're ready to do that.
Yeah, it seems too soon. I know we talked about that recently, but to me, it feels like that's something that needs to be slowly teased over a long period of time. Not an instantaneous thing.
Yeah. But that's it. Join us on Sunday if you are available. Jeff and I will be there, and we'll talk all about all of the news and all that good stuff on an episode of Between the Ropes this coming to talk about TNA and all the stuff from Slammiversary, of course, stuff from tonight. And we'll go over all the WWE stuff. We'll talk a little more about Hulk Hogan, I'm sure. And we'll do our favorite moments of the week, which are going to be a lot to pick from. And, of course, we'll do our grievances as well. So come join us. That will be 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. Oh, gosh, Brandon, don't rush it. My gosh, we're not even halfway through baseball season, dude. I saw
camp.
Oh my God. I saw someone else brought up football today. I'm like, dude, I think he said it's a week or so till the Hall of Fame game. I'm like, first off, no one ever even watches or goes to that game. It's like a glorified preseason football is almost unwatchable.
Oh, I never watch preseason.
Oh, it's horrible. None of the starters play anymore. It's like, who even cares? Don't talk to me about football till September hits.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when we could start talking football. I know college starts sooner, but that starts in mid to late August or something. But yeah, I don't want to rush things, dude. I just got past the winter. This summer's been lousy. It's been raining here constantly. I haven't even seen my summer yet, let alone going to winter or fall already.
Oh, I'm already seeing pumpkin stuff out and stuff, which I love. That
I know.
Stuff. I'm not ready for fall yet. It's still 95 degrees here. It's too cool for fall.
What's up, Gus? Jeff says, grievances. I've got one. I know what he's got, too. It's going to be a good one. We talked about it a little bit after Slammiversary. I'm a football junkie. I watch all of it. I root for the underdogs trying to make the team. You never know who is your next hidden gem. You watch high school, too, Derek? some early scouting for. I'm back in a fantasy league this year with a friend of mine. Who I used to be in a league with them years and years ago, and it's going to be the first time we're doing a actual live draft, which is really fun. If you've never done that in fantasy football, it's so much fun when you get the big board and you go and put your little stickers up on the board and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. So we're meeting in a restaurant at the end of August to do it. So it's going to be fun. We're getting like I'm not sure what they're doing here. They're going to throw her on top of the. Yeah, okay. All right. 1, 2. No, Sade kicks out at 2. That's going to, you know what? Now that's going to go through my head all night long. I'm going to hear Smooth Operator now for the rest of the entire night because of Sade. When the season starts and my Eagles take on, Jason, you and your Eagles, you're gonna make me vomit. Don't make my stomach nauseous, man. Anybody but Philadelphia. That's what I always say. Anyone but Philadelphia. Yes, I did see the Wyatt 6-figure box set. Yeah, it's very cool. I
need that.
I think I shared it on. Oh my God, Vince McMahon tweeted about Hogan.
Yep. I actually really like what he wrote too.
I'm quite surprised by that. Well, there we go. The inspiration win. I'm pretty sure I could have sworn I retweeted that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, here. In case you guys haven't seen it, it's Ringside Collectibles, obviously. There you go. They look awesome.
Yeah.
And then there's the rest. Look at Nikki.
Oh, yeah.
Nikki looks like the creepy ring girl. I would never buy that. I would not buy that figure. Look at that. She with that.
We can take her and bend her over backwards.
No. Nope. That's not sitting on my shelf, man. No. I want to see the inspiration on NXT. My Bears open Monday against the Vikings. See, now we're on this big football kick, and it's 2 months away. Would you stop?
Yeah.
Dance like Penta, the Smooth Operator. Yes. That's a great song, though. I love Sade. He's a really, really good singer. Bills farewell season in their stadium. I wish I lived there, Joe, now. Daily, I'd plant Nikki figures bent backwards.
Oh, man.
They're so bad. No one wants to torture me. There was you know what? See, you would have died. There was a girl that worked with me in Best Buy, and she would take the classes where they hang upside down with the what are they? They're like cloth things that they're almost like a trapeze artist, but they do the things where they're on the they're like big bands of cloth that they dangle from and stuff like. But anyway, she heard about all that with me, and she said, one of these days, she said, I'm going to walk in backwards to work. I said, I will kill you. I said, you just better run away from me because I will kill you if you do that to me. And then she said she was going to, because we had a cabinet over in the, she could also like contort herself. She hid herself in this small cabinet behind our desk that I couldn't even, and I opened the cabinet door and she jumped out. Yeah. It's just like, yep. Indy Hartwell. She wants to become Knockouts World Champion. That's what we were talking about. That could be coming up. Danny Luna. But yeah, I told her if she was gonna. She said, "I'm gonna walk in the door backwards when I come to work one day." I said, "I'll kill you. I will literally kill you." She thinks she has great potential. Indy's like, no, I don't want you to mentor me. All that stuff's going on at Comic-Con. I'm excited. Actually, tomorrow is a this new label that owns the rights to Jason now, Jason Universe from Friday the 13th. But they're having a panel there, and they already showed a new figure from the Friday the 13th game for him. But they're supposed to, they're doing, of course, the Crystal Lake series. But the rumor is that they're going to get an announcement finally for a Friday the 13th film, and supposedly it's Blumhouse that is doing it, or that has the rights to it. So that's the rumor. So I'm very excited about that for tomorrow. I hope it's true.
I've been loving a lot of the stuff they've been doing recently.
Yeah. I hope it's true. I mean, they are doing things with the character, and they're doing the Halloween Horror Nights thing with Jason, which, by the way, I was talking to Jeff about this. I don't know if you guys saw, but Horror Nights is also talking to WWE, and they're saying that they could very well be planning a Bray Wyatt along with Undertaker and Kane horror house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, of all the years that I should have gone to Universal, there's going to be a Friday the 13th one, and now there might be a Bray Wyatt one. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
And I've never been. That's going to be awesome. Could you imagine going through a horror house with all the Bray stuff from like the Fun House and everything? Oh my God. The Fiend and even the Swamp stuff. They could do so much for a horror house with him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Firefly Fun House.
Yep. That would be, oh my God. Imagine you step into the Fun House. They play the music and everything like that. And that'd be so good. So good. So good. But yeah, that's the only thing that I like about fall coming up is Halloween. That's my favorite time of the year. My buddy has a big Halloween party and everything like that, which I have to decide what I'm going as this year. Because now that I lost all the weight, I can pretty much go as anything that I want to. I may go as Darth Vader, because I have an actual Darth Vader helmet, and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm kind of deciding. Because I've done a lot of stuff over the years, but like I said, I can just about go as anything I want to.
Well, unfortunately, I gotta hop up here. I can't stay for the whole thing, but I wanted to come on for a bit and say what's up to all you guys.
Yeah, man, you're welcome anytime.
So yeah, I will talk to you guys later.
All right, man. Have a good one, Chris.
Yeah. See ya.
Petition for me to attend the Halloween party dressed as Nikki Cross. No. I would scare myself. I can't do that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to think of something good. I was thinking about going as Spider-Man from 1977, the one that had that really, really bad TV series. They actually have a costume of that one. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Obviously, if they do something that excites me about Jason, it'll probably just be. I've gone dressed as Jason to that so many times. But yeah, Halloween rocks. I love Halloween.
Joe, what's been your favorite Halloween costume?
Oh man. Well, I can go for the hardest one I ever got dressed up as was Hellboy. Because my wife and daughter had to paint my face entirely red. So, because I had the horns for him, and I had the outer mask that went around my face, and the back of it. And I bought that big, huge pistol gun that he had. I had the trench coat, and I had the other arm that he has on the other side. So I had the whole thing, but then they painted my face entirely red. But by like the end of the night, it's usually kind of cold when he has that. And literally the makeup had frozen and got like solid to the point of where I couldn't. I was having trouble literally like drinking anything because my mouth was like all with that makeup. I don't know how people wear that like on a set and stuff all day in a movie and everything like that. That was the hardest one I think I ever wore. My favorite one, when I went as Negan from The Walking Dead, because I had the Lucille bat, I had a leather jacket that looked just like his. I grew the mustache out a little bit, and then the 5 o'clock shadow. And I remember going, and a friend of mine that went to the party went as Glenn with his eye bonked out of his head. So that was great, dude. We were taking pictures all night long. I was holding the bat over his head, and he was posing, and he had the eyeball coming out and everything like that. It was awesome. And I'm walking around going the entire night. So yeah, that was fun. That was probably my most fun one, I think. The new champ is here. Leon Slater is in the house. I always like Halloween is always a favorite holiday of mine. I love Halloween. Jeff, did you see they're making a Hellraiser video game?
I did not see that.
Oh my God, does that look terrifying? It's first person too. Yeah, I saw scenes from that. Now I've watched all the Hellraiser movies. I like them all. But the actor, Jeff, who plays Pinhead, is doing the voice.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, yep. So, yeah, I saw that advertised. Gun Media, who did the Friday 13th game, is supposedly going to announce a new game, and a lot of people are assuming they got Kane Hodder to do stunts. So a lot of people are assuming it might be a Halloween game. That because Kane has already played Jason, of course. He played the Victor Crowley, and a lot of people are saying that and he played Leatherface in their last game in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game that they made. Yep. So technically, if he does Michael Myers, he would have played like all of the big time slashers.
Man,
yeah, Kane's great too. I met him once. He's so cool. Took a picture with him.
Yeah,
and he comes up to you and he goes, all right. He goes, you mind if I put my hand like by your throat? And I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. You know, and then my friend's over there with his camera or his cell phone taking a picture. And right as he does, he squeezed. Like you went like this and went, ooh, so you get that look on your face where when he squeezes you, you're like shocked that he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. Very cool guy.
So what's on there right now?
Leon Slater doing his promo.
Okay. All right. I might have.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that you don't have video.
Give me 1 second. That might have just changed.
Who's coming out to challenge Leon? Good question.
That might have just changed.
The Dom and the AJ storyline is funny. Yeah, it is. That's been pretty funny stuff. You think AJ is going to beat him? What's up, Conrad? How are you? The youngest X Division champion of all time. He's only 20 years old, dude. Crazy. I can't even remember what I was doing at 20.
That's what I'm trying to think, man. Where was I at 20?
I can't even remember what I was doing at 20.
I know where I was, but
I had to be. I think that was around the time. Well, I know I was in college. I started college when I was 17 because I graduated early. So I turned 18 right when I started my first semester, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, I was still in college. So I was at Penn State. I was DJing there, I know. Yeah. So I was in college at the time. Talk about AJ Styles. That was an awesome moment for him. Said I was ready to fly. I also got a picture of the Fantastic Four post-credits scene. So that is, I have a major, major, major spoiler picture.
oh boy.
Yep. And I have my hands on it. I could literally ruin people's days if I were to let that one go. But I would not. I'm not that mean. You got to see here. Look at this picture.
sauce.
Look at Galactus, dude. Oh, my God. So cool. I have a feeling that Kazarian's going to come out. Kazarian? Really? I mean, maybe. Hearing that theme again gave me goosebumps. AJ's theme? Yeah. Amazing Red. Calling out Amazing Red. Was AJ Styles the first X Division champ for TNA?
But no much detective map.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. I wasn't watching. I really like. I've admitted many times. Jeff got me back into this. I wasn't watching TNA a lot.
Yeah, AJ was.
Was he? There you go.
Yep.
I wasn't watching TNA a lot back in that time. I kind of got away from it when they went to the 6-sided ring. I just couldn't watch it anymore. It was weird. Talk about Matt and Jeff.
I was trying to remember if it was him or Loki, but it was him.
All right, the Hardys are on their way out. I'm still awaiting my gigantic popcorn bucket. My Galactus popcorn bucket. The $80 popcorn bucket. No one has them, so I'm glad I procured one from the person I did, because you can't find them in the theaters, which is crazy. You never would have thought that anybody would be spending that much money, but you know what it is? They're buying them and they're probably selling them for double on eBay and whatnot. Hardy chants. Matt says he loves to hear it. AJ, then it was Low-Key, and then it was Jerry Lynn. Going to be a very special run, said Matt. So there's a special energy in the building. Fourth time TNA Tag Team Champs. Look at that guy with that purple cowboy hat. That's why I can't stand Hulk Hogan. The NWO heel turn remains the greatest of all time. Yeah, it's hard to argue that. They caught lightning in a bottle with that, for sure. Deleting anything in its path.
Uh-oh.
The Hardy Soul Train? My God, I used to watch Soul Train. Soul Train. I love that show. It was on Saturdays.
This was the best.
Yeah, I used to watch that all the time. Ah! Lights out. Macklin.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, that's a little not who I would have expected to come down. James Chadwick saying we want the righteous. I don't know, James. I mean, there's been a lot of little teases with the righteous. A lot of people thinking maybe WWE bound. I mean, they were on TNA for a while. Got to get something off his chest, he said. He's not happy with what happened at Slammiversary. Outsiders coming in that do not belong. World Championships on people that don't even work here. So now we're starting to get that little company versus company angle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We had a little bit of it with the system. Now we're having Macklin kind of take up the mantle here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think we talked about they needed a rallying moment.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. So then, well, you got me. First and still TNA International Champion. Yeah, you could see the theme for tonight. A lot of rallying around TNA. So now it's on us to hold the line. This is my home. RTNA. You be ready for a war? All right, Macklin, you go.
Macklin got me hyped.
Yeah, all right. War Games, TNA versus WWE.
But Joe, this is some of what I'm going to talk about on Sunday. It's just seeing things through.
Yeah, I agree. You can't tease it and then not follow up.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I hope it does lead up to something like that. But yeah, you're right. A lot of times that they've brought this in a little bit, but then, like Jeff said, then it doesn't go anywhere. So yeah, if you're gonna do that, cool. I mean, a lot of people are hoping that they do that, but they do have to. It does have to be followed up on. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I'd love to see lethal lockdown between TNA and NXT. I still think, don't get me wrong, I have been a big supporter of the merger of the two companies working together, and I still am. But I do want to see something happen where we get a little bit back for TNA, a little bit of benefits coming TNA's way. Now if it comes down to whether they're going to be going up against each other in a pay-per-view, that's perfectly fine. And it does seem like, because they weren't really doing that before tonight. And now all of a sudden it seems like attitude has changed. And it was all about it's cool. Now people are starting to take it personal. So if that's where they're heading, then that's cool. I'm good with that. But that's personally, that's what I want to see. And I'm sure we'll talk about this more on Sunday. Even though I've been watching TNA for a while now, in a way, I'm still a newbie. For those who watched TNA until Slammiversary, when was the last time that Steelz was in TNA? Also, now that Steelz is in WWE, would love this. I've been a first for TNA to have someone from WWE active main roster to step in. I think AJ was talking about how long it's been since he was in a TNA ring. I don't
either. I think 11 years or 9 years, something like that.
Yeah.
I think 11.
I think the end game might be NXT TNA Stand and Deliver in Vegas. I hope so. That'd be cool. TNA right now isn't wanting that benefit, though. They want the TV. Yeah, I mean, the TV deal right now is first and foremost. Yeah, I mean, you're seeing what the hell is his name? I forget his name now. I follow him. Silva. Yeah, Silva is talking about that all the time on Busted Open, the TV deal and everything like that. So, yeah, I mean that obviously with the higher ups, that's the most important thing, is that you know, and everybody is saying, I'm all for it, because everybody is talking about, I mean, you know, all the, you know, Bully Ray, Tommy Dreamer, all those people that are on Busted Open are saying that this is a great thing. It's benefiting both companies. You know, TNA is going to get themselves a better TV deal because they're on that crappy channel now that no one gets. You know, and so, yeah, look, that is something that has to happen for them to get that, wherever that may be. So the exposure moments like Undertaker choke slamming the TNA champion. Yeah, I mean, that's it. You know, regardless of whether Trick is an NXT guy, he's you know, he still has the TNA title. So yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's benefiting both. I've said that many times. And I'm certainly not down on it. I just want to, and you know, I mean, who knows? It's probably just being impatient in a way. But you know, I think that there's big moments to come, and whether it be a joint venture pay-per-view or whether it be just something at, you know, one of WWE's upcoming pay-per-views, like Survivor Series or something along those lines, we'll see. But
the only thing I want to add is business decisions don't always equal fan-friendly booking decisions.
True. Yeah.
So I think people have to think of, even though we're fans and we don't want to think about it like that, what's TNA's ultimate goal? Is to get more people watching their product.
Yep.
Is to get more money, to get more fans, fill up more arenas like they did on Sunday. That's the goal.
Yeah.
So it's going to look a little bleak if you're a TNA fan and you're like, man, but NXT has all these titles. I think there will come a moment where we're like, man, but think about what we have now, whether that's Mike Santana or whoever, Indy Hartwell, whoever it may be. I think we're going to be happy once it gets to that point. I do think it'll get there. It's painful. Don't get me wrong. But I think we'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like I was saying, you know, Tazzy mentioned when he was on the show on Sunday, how cool would it be for Indy Hartwell, right, to go back to, you know, to you know, grab the title off of someone, you know, who I'm sure she knew of or wrestled with possibly, but you know, she was in NXT, and then could go back, be like the conquering hero. Right. and stuff. So yeah, it's all about, the thing is with wrestling, we tend to, as wrestling fans, not to have enough patience. Let things play out. You know, and I honestly think that the Roman Reigns thing changed, I think, the way that bookers and others may look at pro wrestling, because he proved to everyone that a story can last for 3-4 years. And I'm not saying that that's all going to happen, or people are ever going to even duplicate that again. But, you know, ultimately, I think people need to have a little bit of patience. Let the storylines play out. You know, and stuff like that. Don't right away feel that, you know, if there's no instant gratification, that it's not working out. Because many times that's just not true. Jeff alluded to it before. You know, sometimes it's better to watch the chase than it is to watch the actual victory. It's more fun that way. So, oh man, what a shot from
Joe. The thing is, if we had gotten it the other way now, so let's say right now, TNA has all the belts. What's the first thing that people would say if we got let's say 5 months down the road, and now NXT wins all the belts. What's the first thing people will say?
No, it's not. Yeah, go ahead.
WWE's buying TNA.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Because we've already heard it. So,
yep.
It's like, do you want a great story, or do you just want it to go your way? Or is it another kind of narrative? That's my only. I'll get into it on Sunday. I have words.
Got to tune in for that one. Michael Vasquez, thank you so much. Absolutely no idea. Could be anywhere. Bold prediction is Fox or FS1. They want wrestling, but not at the WWE cost. AEW talks with Fox didn't result for them, so TNA is possible. Fox would be huge. Fox is a huge network. Be huge. Tessa goes to NXT and wins the NXT title. Then Santana would have to unsuspend Tessa. I think, honestly, bonkers, that Tessa got hurt. I didn't read any news about that, but Jeff and I were talking about that. It really looked like she did. It looked like something happened where I think they were just going to write her off of TV that way, but it did look like she got hurt during that match. Some already think TNA, WWE's bought the. Yeah, I know. Yeah, James, you can already tell what our grievance section is going to be on Sunday. Going to be fun. There's their schedule coming up. Bound for Glory is in October 12th in Massachusetts. Oh, man. Oh. Jake something caught the full brunt of those chairs, and they did not move. Mance Warner gets a 2. I don't know how he got out of that. Watch this.
He caught the tops of the chairs.
He did. Watch. Oh, and they didn't collapse?
No.
Oh, man. We want tables, the crowd said. They don't care about the chairs. They want tables. And Steph DeLander might be obliging here. Nope. But she's got a hammer.
Got a sledgehammer.
She's got a sledgehammer that she licked first. And now she's licking something else. We got the sledgehammer. Ooh. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, look at that. I even put a hole in that chair. Oh. Jake something just punched the chair.
Why?
TNA have made the press release. They have signed Mara Sade, Jakara Jackson. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. That's another thing. Oh, God, Jeff, we have tacks. Jeff's favorite thing ever in wrestling, thumbtacks. We have tacks. And you know someone's going into those tacks. Mance Warner trying to fight off Jake something. Oh, no. Oh, no. Jake's teetering over the tack.
Oh, boy.
Oh, big forearm. Now he's got Mance Warner. Oh, God. Oh, back body drop on the tacks. Oh, man. Dude, look at the tacks sticking in his back, dude.
I mean, they both got some of that.
So. Yeah, they did. Look at them in his arm and his elbow. Oh, man. Good pickup. Great signing for yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't be a TNA no DQ match without thumbtacks. Very true. 2, 3. There it is. Jake something gets the win. And now the poor guys at ringside got to clean up a bunch of tacks.
Yeah.
Now signed Priscilla Kelly. Yeah, that's a big signing, man. Hey, listen, look, they need it. They need to get that women's division, knockouts division back up top, man. A lot of changes there. Another wrestler from there, Rosemary, I mentioned, is out now. So they just keep losing bodies in that knockouts division. They need people. So that's good. Now see that's another benefit to working with NXT. They get to see these women come over that maybe aren't being used as much by NXT, and then some of them get released or whatever, and then they come over to TNA. So yeah. And now look at this. We get to see the person who has to clean up the tax.
When they get back to the back, they'll probably have at least 30 in their shoes.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably they have a bunch of them scooping them out of the ring. Referees picking some up there. Look, other side they got there's this guy with a broom. It's like behind the scenes. What's up, Swag fan? We're getting like behind the scenes during the commercials, which is kind of funny. Much, much smaller crowd at this live event, as you can see. I mean, that the front seats are all kind of filled in. Back seats, not so much, though. It's a small little place. This is Rhode Island, I think this is tonight. Yeah.
So I got to ask C a question since he's in chat. C, what's been your favorite part of the Wyatt Six return? Not the championship, not winning the titles. What's been your favorite part outside of that?
They have little tables there for people to stand at. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
The little tables like on the right side that people are like standing up at. They have alcoholic beverages on them and stuff like that. Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, while we got this little break in the action, number one, if you're new, welcome. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you drop a like on the stream for us tonight. That helps us out big time. And also hit the notification bell to be notified about when we have future content. Now, next up, we will have our Between the Ropes show this coming Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come join us on Sunday. Like I said, that's a show we do whenever we can. But that's kind of a weekend review where we'll talk about like all the latest news. I'm sure we'll have something a little bit to talk about for Hulk Hogan, who passed away today, and we'll discuss TNA. We'll discuss all the WWE stuff and everything going on in all the companies throughout the course of the week. Jeff's got a grievance. I'm sure I'll add to that one because I know what it's about. And so we'll have that this week. And, of course, we'll have our favorite moments of the week. We'll have our sell or no sell, all that good stuff. So make sure you come out and check out Between the Ropes on Sunday. And then after that, we go back around to Tuesday, which will be Fireflies Forever, of course, with Jeff and Chris, who was here earlier tonight. Watching them figure it out in the ring, seeing the chemistry between Jacy and Loomis grow, stuff that would have happened on live events now going to happen on TV, which a lot of people don't realize.
Very true.
Mm-hmm. I've always said I am a tag team wrestling mark. I love tag team wrestling. Always have. Ever since I watched wrestling in the late 70s and 80s. I have always been a tag team fan. And having them, at the top of the tag team division makes so much sense to me. And for more reasons than one. Oh, look at this. We got Eton Page, who was singing "Oh Canada," and Santina Marella interrupted him. If you haven't seen NXT. He says, "You have none of those things." Jeff asked if he wants a Freebird rule or no. So he said no because I don't want every other faction to do it as a rule. So there you go. On NXT, it's going to be Ethan Page against Santino Marella. Oh, speaking of NXT, the champ is here. Jacy Jayne and her entourage has entered the building. And we had Masha out a little earlier. And, of course, we saw Indy Hartwell. James, when do you think Ethan will move to the main roster? And this is really for anybody, but because James mentioned how he likes Ethan Page, when do you think he'll go up to the main roster? Because I'm sure he will. The Director of Authority, Santino, the new NXT North American champion with the Cobra. The deepest women's division in all of professional wrestling. See, now she's taking shots. Took out your precious little Masha. Gail Kim, Mickey James, Awesome Kong, the beautiful people. Oh, man, she dissed Jordan Grace.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ethan is staying for a bit, Conrad said. I think Ricky Saints is ready for SummerSlam. Okay. My reign's already historic, she said. I'm going to make sure it's also epic. She says they're all over the place. The Undeniable Diamond gets suspended every other month. A brand that's anything but elegant. Wow. Zaya Brookside looks like she's ready for a music festival. Zia Lee. Just stick to MMA. The knockout has done nothing of relevancy. Wow. Dissing the whole locker room pretty much. Let's give everyone in the chat a pencil. You're in charge of bringing 4 men and 4 women from NXT to the main roster. Who would you bring and what show would you put them on? Jacy Jayne says, I always get the last laugh. Kind of surprised no one came out there, but yeah, no one did.
Not yet.
Yeah, they cut away.
Yeah.
Okay. A-Game, the ultimate hydration drink with natural sea salt, no artificial dyes or sweeteners, and 8 essential vitamins sweetened with natural ingredients and honey. Bring your A-Game, the ultimate in hydration. And you can use TNA 15 for 15% off your order. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay, no, this is order 4. Got somebody's coming out for Jacy, but it's order 4. Got the entourage. Maybe TNA is going to use Bound for Glory as its redemption. Tasha Steelz and Mustafa Ali. Well, I mean, obviously that's their next big show, Brandon. Yeah, I mean, they're going to want to continue the momentum, and hopefully, keep continuing to increase that live crowd, right? So I think they hit like 7,600 around there, let's say. So that they're going to hope that Bound for Glory can now get maybe 10,000, right? And then, maybe they'll hope to keep doing that. We've got the system coming out. Now, this is from earlier on. And it is Brian Myers and Alicia Edwards. And Matt Cardona. Ethan to Raw, Ricky Saints to SmackDown, Oba to Raw, Javon to SmackDown. Did they mention anything about a draft?
I haven't heard anything, Joe.
No, I haven't either. How big is the venue in Boston for Bound for Glory?
Not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's look and see. Let's look and see.
I'd like to see TNA get redeemed at an NXT event.
I would like that as well.
Yeah.
So capacity of 6,496.
So if they sell that out, then that's pretty good. Good night, Mark. Have a good one.
Following Slammiversary up with another sellout would be huge for them.
Yeah, it would. Yes, it would. Mustafa Ali. Oh, I didn't show you, Jeff. I met in Staples in our store a comic book artist. He was getting prints made of a Deadpool that he drew. This is the gentleman's name. His name is Will Torres.
Okay.
And he's done stuff. But he knows like Todd McFarlane. He knows a lot of fame. So he told me, very kind person. We just got to talking about comics, and he came and he goes, next time I come in your store, I'm going to draw you something. I said, oh, that'd be awesome. So he came back yesterday, and he said, hey, I'm back. He comes over and we're talking, and he goes, get me a piece of 11 by 17, and let me know what you want me to draw. Of course, what do I pick? Jason, right?
That is awesome.
Isn't that cool?
That is. That's really cool.
He drew that on 11 by 17 paper with a Sharpie and a really beat up red marker that we had laying behind the counter.
Wow.
Yeah. And of course the guys that work in our print department laminated it for me right away.
Awesome.
So yeah, very, very nice guy. He was he was headed to Comic-Con.
Oh wow.
So yeah. Yeah. Really cool guy. Oh, man. Tasha Steelz is really getting involved. Oh, Alicia took her out. Oh, look at this. We got a fight on the floor. But now we got the goons.
Ooh.
Who is that? Who is this?
Yeah, who was that?
That was some big dude who's part of Ollie's group. He was one of the Secret Service people. He's huge. Who was that? Who is this guy? Look at, he's behind the others. Who is that?
He's just towering over all of them.
Yeah, dude. I mean, obviously he's a wrestler. I don't know who he is. Joe Hendry, Mike Santana is up next.
Yeah.
What do y'all think of Enzo Amore coming back? A couple of haters. What do y'all think of the return of Enzo on the show the other night? I thought that was fun. Always fun to see Enzo. Of course, hearing Enzo too. But yeah, that was fun. Well, he's new. Yeah, I don't know who he is. He's got the size of like a big Cass. But I don't know. I don't know who he is. There are no defined brands in WWE. Wrestlers are on all the shows. I don't think there will be a draft. Maybe not. They usually do it like just on tradition. Maybe they'll have it more close to the, I don't know, drafting. You kind of think of NFL probably more than anything. You don't really think of the basketball draft that much or the baseball draft. People think about NFL, so maybe closer to football season. Or maybe not. Maybe they won't. I enjoyed that match, and I love seeing Zilla Fatu and Josh Bishop. Yeah, Busted Open couldn't talk better about Zilla Fatu. Bully, I think, was saying that he wants to see him in WWE. Should they have a draft? I don't know. I mean,
that's a good sell or no sell.
Yeah, that is a good question for that. Yeah, that is a good question for that. Because a lot of times when things aren't going well on one of their shows, like if one of them is not so interesting as the other, then you kind of try to balance things out a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the case on any of the shows that they need to. So maybe not. I don't remember Triple H saying anything about having it this year. I didn't think you would ever come back to TNA or WWE, or I thought you'd stay on the indies. Oh, you're talking about Enzo? Hassan says thinks Mike Santana is going to win. Love Zilla, said Deanna. I'm thinking around September, sometime in September is when they'll have the draft. They usually do it after Mania to change things up. But I don't know. Maybe you know what, Jeff? Maybe it's the Netflix thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they're not going to do it. Because maybe Netflix kind of wants who they want on their Raw. And maybe it wouldn't be as easy for them to just say, well, this guy's going here and this guy's going here and this guy. So maybe there's a little more of a negotiation around it. And maybe it's just not as easy. I'm trying to think of a reason why they wouldn't, but yeah, we'll see. I'm sure they'll. We got the sign up for Frankie Kazarian, so it looks like Kazarian's coming down. Yeah, he is during commercial break, so he's going to probably be announcing here. And remember, he took out Joe Hendry on Sunday, so there's going to be something happen here. He might do the same. And then, of course, we're going to get Joe and Frankie Kazarian moving forward, probably for Bound for Glory as well, which would kind of then take him out of the championship storyline altogether, which could clear up things as far as, Mike Santana being the one who would end up challenging Trick possibly one-on-one. Draft doesn't work when you continue to move people. I hate using the microphone on my phone. Puts words in which I didn't say. Yeah, I don't like phone microphones. Cup of haters. After I am done here tonight, I'm going to go and watch Star Trek. Brave New World. I love that show, and it just came back on. It's one of the best Star Trek series, and I love Star Trek, but it's one of the best Star Trek series I've seen in a while. It's like a prequel to the original series, which is fun. And there's Kaz. Referee is there standing by Kaz. Referee says you're out of here.
Already. Don't even let him get comfortable.
Raywalt got him kicked out? Raywalt of all people?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Frankie's gone. Did you see the report about TNA changing the AJ Styles segment because some WWE wasn't happy about teasing something with Kaz that might not happen? I did not. Mike Santana is on his way. I wonder if Enzo will show up tonight. Nah, not looking like it. This is our main event. Mike going up into the crowd. I did not see that, James. Who reported on that one? I'd like to know. That sounds like one of our nemesis that might have put that story out there. Trying to create a little, put a little gas on the fire, So that's what that sounds like. Who is it? Who is it from? The ref throws out the king of TNA even before the match starts. Yes.
Yeah, he said, "Don't let your cheeks get comfortable. Just go."
Yeah. Joe Hendry. I think Joe just shared a clip of this song and how many times that this has now been downloaded.
It's probably an insane amount of time.
Yeah, it was insane. $10 million.
Wow.
10 million. I'm sorry. 10 million views on the song's YouTube.
Wow.
10 million views. For a 1 minute song that he made. That ended up taking out Taylor Swift on the charts. That's insane, dude.
Now, Joe, let me ask you this question. How many of those 10 million are you?
A lot. I lost count. You got to realize like a 1 minute song is very easy to listen to several times.
Yeah.
I still have to get my shirt. I don't have a Joe Hendry shirt. How can I not have a Joe Hendry shirt? I mean, I need one. My name is Joe. I mean, come on. I need a, maybe I'll bleach my hair and I'll go to my buddy's party as Joe Hendry.
Get you a blue silk shirt.
Yeah, get me a silk
white
shirt.
Pants.
Yep. And then I'll bleach my hair blonde for the day. Not that I have much of it left to bleach, but I'll bleach my hair or I'll get a goofy wig. I'll get a goofy blonde wig.
And before you go in the door,
I'll play the song.
Well, you got to do that, but then you have to walk backwards. So
and I just have to go like this and swing around and knock the stuff off my shelf. Do I think Joe Hendry will ever go heel? He certainly can. Deadman, he's been before. If you go back and you watch some of the old clips of Joe, and you start to see him doing the songs and stuff that he used to do for people, many times. Yeah, he was the heel in that stuff. So look, the first thing about it is he's going to WWE. I don't think that's even a question at this point. His contract ends around Christmas time. I read that last year or around December. So he is out. He is no doubt gone. And I think they've been prepping for that. I think that's why his title run was cut so short. But he is definitely gone. And when he goes there, who knows how they're going to use him? They might use him as a heel. But they can. He can do both. Sean Rousset, what's up? I've been here listening and watching the show. I could see WWE having a draft after SummerSlam. Possibly. Yeah. Boomers TV, we'll see ya. Bye. Thanks for coming. Chris Gregg is already giving a score. Or he's just saying 9 to 10. I don't know what that means. 9 to 10. Anyway, go see Fantastic Four. Go see Superman if you haven't done so already. That was very good. Yeah. And then I'm going to go see, and Jeff, I'm going to save my last. My Cinemark tickets are kind of starting to dwindle now. I'm probably going to go to Fantastic Four again, so I'll take another one away from my stash. But I'm saving my last one for the year for Tron Ares because I saw the new trailer for it. OMG, does that look cool? I know the last one left a lot of people kind of flat, but the fact that they're pulling in the computer stuff to our world, I think, is mind blowing. And it looks, and plus, Gillian Anderson's in the film. Yeah. So yeah, but I am that'll be the last film I go see. I saw a trailer for Avatar. I am over Avatar. I can't. I enjoyed the first one. I don't know. To me, the first one was a quasi remake of a story that's been done before. That is not my favorite Jim Cameron's work. I can't go and see any more of those. They just are all the same to me. Oh no, you know what though? I may go see Naked Gun. Naked Gun looks hilarious.
Yeah, it looks good.
With Liam Neeson as that character, it just looks hilarious because Liam Neeson's usually so stoic.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I might go see that. He did a little ad on screen for it, and he was talking about comedies and how people should support comedies, and all that kind of stuff. And he's just going to be hilarious in that film. Kaz is back, not for long. Do you think they would have Joe Hendry versus John Cena before John Cena's last match? Probably not, Dead Man, if I had to guess. Probably not. All right, so main event time. Mike Santana and Joe Hendry. Joe putting his hand out. Wants to shake Mike's hand. Mike not so willing, though. Mike Santana and We Believe chants going back and forth. Joe's still holding out as okay. Mike takes it. All right. Cody Rhodes is bartender in Naked Gun. Nice. Cody's also in Happy Gilmore 2, I think, which is coming out like any day now. That's tomorrow. Yeah, direct to Netflix.
Yeah, tomorrow.
That'll probably be fun. Becky Lynch is in it, I think, too.
MJF is in it.
Yeah, that's going to be probably pretty fun. I love the first one. I think he was doing his rating 9 out of 10. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but the show's not over. So I was a bit confused. The fact that they got the actor back to play Shooter again is I mean, that's pretty funny. Oh, it's out now. No way. I might have to watch it after this then. I didn't know it was out today. I might have to go watch it then after this is over. I was going to watch Star Trek, but maybe I'll watch that instead. Comedies have really gone by the wayside, kind of. You don't see a lot of good ones much anymore, especially in movies. Comedies used to be like a staple of cinema, and you just don't see it. So hopefully a lot of these bigger comedies that are coming back, like obviously Naked Gun was huge in our day in the 80s. And then, Happy Gilmore and other stuff that's coming up. Spaceballs next year. So hopefully that gives it a jump start. Comedies, people need to laugh. People need to laugh. That's a good thing. Oh, the 25th. Okay, so it is tomorrow. It is tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, we're ahead of you. Or behind you, rather, James. Yeah. It is tomorrow for James. TNA chants from the crowd. Mike Santana with a takedown. Not about wrestling, but Tony Todd is in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle video game. I saw that. Tony Todd is in the game, yeah. I did see that. I would have loved to play that game, but I can't play first-person games. I get like nauseous. And I was watching some dude play it on his channel, and oh my God, like you're swinging from things and it's all first person. I'm like, yep, nope. Nope. Eminem is in it too. Oh, okay. Nice. Adam Sandler is friends with like everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
He really is. He knows a lot of people. I am 95% sure Joe Hendry versus John Cena will happen. Kurt Angle passed the torch to John Cena in his first match. I just don't see when, Jason. That's the problem. Because Cena's going to eventually change back to face before he leaves. He's not going to leave as a heel. So he's going to eventually turn back to face. And then I don't know where that would happen. I just don't see that they have time to do it. Arm drag takedown. You never know. You know what, Jeff? And I'm sure, everybody's noticed this, right? But when you have two faces wrestle, almost until the end of the match, they do everything by the book and by the rules. You get all of like the wrestling holds and like the drop toe holds and the arm drags and all that kind of stuff. Like all the by the book stuff. You never see the heelish things.
Right.
This goes back to way back in the day when you used to see heel wrestle or face wrestle face.
Yeah.
MJF's in it too. Yeah. Sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say this is a good old school kind of match.
Yep.
Throwback.
Now Hendry going over with a chop. Now we're getting some reversal with Mike Santana, and he delivers a chop right back. Kick to the jaw. Okay. Now we're getting Mike getting a little mad. He's getting mad. What looks good too, Jeff, is that alien Earth thing that's coming on. That looks like it might be pretty good. And I see there's another Strangers coming out.
Yep.
I did not see the reboot. I heard not good things, so I didn't see the reboot.
I haven't seen it yet either.
Yeah, and this one looks like it. Like they're pulling stuff from Halloween 2. It's taking place in a hospital. And she's being chased around but apparently there's like a whole town of these things. It's a town of strangers. And it's not just like 3 of them anymore, which I thought made it creepy to begin with. Yeah. The initial one was so creepy because it was just about 3 random people that showed up at a house and just attacked somebody for no reason. That's what made it creepy. It's like a home invasion thing. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, they followed it with the tagline that, based on a true story. Which so many horror films can be based on true stories, but that was what held like all the scariness of it for me. And I'm probably one of the few that like the sequel to the original.
It was good. It was good.
I enjoyed that, man.
Yeah,
the chase around that campsite that they were in, the RV campsite and stuff.
That was good. Yeah.
The scene in the pool.
That was another good scene.
Oh man, yeah, I like that one. Hope Santana stays in TNA and has a long reign as champion. Yeah, I think that's a good bet. I think that's a good bet, John. Big forearm to the jaw by Mike Santana. I saw the trailer for Alien Earth. Yeah, Was a little skeptical about that when I heard about it, but it does look good. It does look good. And I liked the last Alien movie. I liked it a lot. I think it was the best one I've seen in a while. I enjoyed it. I thought it was done really well. Ooh. Really whipped him into that turnbuckle on the side. 1, 2, nope. The Alien films got pretty bad. They got pretty rough. Alien, the first one's a classic. Aliens, that Aliens was good. But then after that, ooh, they really kind of went downhill. Were you young enough, Jeff, to remember seeing the poster for the original Alien? That scared the bejesus out of me.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Dude, when you see that egg and the glowing thing, and then you see the tagline in space, no one can hear you scream, and I'm like, I remember going to drive-in with my dad and my mom, and I'm probably going to see that was what, 1977 or something. I was probably 7 or 8. And I remember going to see probably a Disney film. I'm sure they took me to see one of the many Herbie movies, The Love Bug or one of those. But yeah. And then I go in the concession stand and I always get freaked out when I go in there because they had all the horror posters in there. And that's the first time I saw that. And I'm like, I'm looking at that and I'm creeped out. I'm like, what is that? And my old man's like, don't look at that. But yeah, Alien Romulus, yeah, the newest one. Yeah, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me ask you in the chat this, since we're on the topic of horror. Is there a horror movie from, and I'll say our age, Joe, from the
70s, 80s?
70s, 80s. Is there a horror movie that you want to see remade, that you feel like didn't get enough love then and needs to be remade for a new generation?
That's a good question. I got one, Jeff, that I really think could use a good new remake, and if they did, it'd be creepy as hell. Let me tell you all something about 70s horror films. Creepy. Yeah. 70s horror films are creepy, dude. Just creepy. And it started with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. But so many of those 70s films have that creepy aesthetic. But mine, Jeff, would be Tourist Trap.
That's a good one.
They remake that with today's graphics. Oh, my God. With those mannequins and stuff. Oh. Yeah. That movie freaked me out. Freaked me out. And that dude that they had as the actor that played that guy, it was a big dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but oh my God, that had some creepy stuff in it. That movie freaked me out when I watched that. And that has as terrifying an ending as the original Texas Chainsaw had. Mm-hmm. Scary as shit, like the ending of that film. They remade that today. I don't know if I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Joe with a PO look on his face here. All right, trying to get the fans into it here.
I have one, but it would be controversial as all get out because I have no idea how they would do the twist today. And I think you know where I might be going with this. One of my favorites of all time, Sleepaway Camp.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. How would they show that?
How would they do that today?
Oh my God. I don't even know if they could get away with that.
That they would have to change it up.
For sure.
Like they'd have to change it up.
Whenever I watch people talk about that film, and they get to that, and they're like, all they do is shake when they said that ending, like, and then they just shake their head. That was one of the craziest things I'd ever seen up to that point. Like, John Kessler, you've seen that? It was terrifying, dude. The ending of that film is just insanely scary. Like, I remember watching that, and I'm like, oh. You know another one I'd like to see remade, and a lot of people might Phantasm. The original Phantasm. With the tall man. He creeped my ass out too. That mortuary guy would stand there and go, boy. And I'm like, I didn't want to go to funerals after that. Remember my parents were like, you got to go to a funeral. I'm like, no, the tall man's going to get me. I ain't going to no funeral.
These two
Santana's going up. Oh, man, that might be it. 1, 2. Oh, Joe kicks out. They are tearing it up. You're right.
They're tearing down the house again.
It's a great match. Blazing Saddles to be remade. Classics like that are tough to. Yeah. They remake so much, but they don't. Oh, you know what I heard, Jeff, is that that movie about the killer that was kind of walking in the woods in silence, that reminded me a lot of Friday the 13th. They're doing a part 2.
Yep, that's God, what's the name of that movie?
I can't remember it now either.
Golly, what is the name of it? Oh, Santana. No way. Is he gonna get it?
He goes for the cover. 1, 2. Nope. Kick out. Now Hendry's trying. They're just trying pinning combinations. Everyone. Santana rolls him back the opposite direction. 2. Santana wins. That's huge.
Wow.
That's huge. They tried, John Kessler, to remake the card. Did you watch it? It was so bad. Or actually, it may have been a sequel all those years later. It was direct to Netflix, and it was awful. Awful. The card was basically a remake of Jaws. It was the director even said it was basically Jaws with a car. I loved it. I love the film. That's another one that freaked me out. I didn't want to sit in front of my big picture window in my front room because of that movie. Because when the car comes jumping through the window and kills that woman, and that horn on that thing, that but I'll tell you what, I would love to own that sucker. Oh my God, would I love to own that. Head to head, face to face, and Joe is putting out his hand again.
Yeah.
Giving Mike Santana, okay.
Now, Brandon, that's one that cannot be remade today. Blazing Saddles?
Yeah, no, that wouldn't happen. I think Joe Hendry just basically gave Santana his.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Hey, sure, your game now, kid.
The car, that car was made by the guy who made the Batmobile for the Adam West Batman.
I did not know that.
Yes. You know how I know? Because of American, the American Picker show?
Yeah.
They went to his garage. He invited them to his garage. He's also the guy that made the Munsters car. So he invited them to his garage, and as they're walking and they're looking at the Munsters car and the Batmobile right next to it, I see the car there. I'm like, oh my God, he made that too. I would love to own that vehicle.
Man.
Love to own that. That was a combination that he put together of a couple of different vehicles that he made that with. But yeah, and I forget the name of him. He's very famous, the man who made all those cars. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But anyway, there you go. You see the little bit of the nod given from Joe Hendry. So that would tell me that Joe is stepping out of the picture, that Joe is kind of moving on. And so obviously that would probably answer some questions as to what you thought or what was going to happen next. But it sure looks like it's going to be Mike Santana. And I know they were talking about this on Busted Open, saying that they're probably expecting it to be Mike Santana against Trick Williams at Bound for Glory in a one-on-one match for that title. So indeed it is looking that way. All righty. Well, there you go. That is it for the show tonight. Let me know what you guys thought of the show tonight. Give me your scores, and then we'll give you ours, and we'll head on out. And yeah, don't forget to come see us on Sunday for Between the Ropes nothing really going on this Sunday, which is a change for a change. And obviously we have SummerSlam 2 nights the following week, so we can't do a show that week. So we kind of have to get one off in between.
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know what you thought of the show tonight, and we will do the same. But come and join us for Between the Ropes on Sunday. Jeff has a good grievance, and I will certainly be adding to it. We discussed it after our watch along for Slammiversary the other night. So it's going to be an interesting one. So don't miss it. All right, let's see. We got Dylan with a 9 out of 10. Great show. 9.5 out of 10 says John Kessler. Swack Fan says I give it an 8.5. Keep letting us know. And Jeff, what did you think of the show tonight? 9 out of 10 for Sean Rousset.
What I didn't get a chance to see the entire show.
Yeah, because you didn't have your video, yeah.
Yeah, but what I did get a chance to see, I really enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a great follow-up. I love the fact that we're now seeing some circling of the wagons, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. And we've been waiting for that moment. Like, when is TNA? I was talking to someone, and we were saying how it kind of felt like TNA was little brother right now.
Yeah.
It's like at some point, little brother has to fight back.
True.
And I think this is TNA's time to fight back. So I thought it was a great follow-up to Slammiversary. I'm looking forward to seeing what's next.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was a good show. We're getting, like Jeff said, we're getting some direction as to where they're going. This was the last time we'll probably see Joe and Mike Santana go at it. And it looks as if this is now Mike's to go out and get, and we'll have to see what they do with Joe the rest of the way until he heads off to WWE, which I'm pretty certain he will. 100 days till we fall back. Oh God, Brandon, stop with the fall stuff. Just be happy it's summer. Just went on Netflix. If not yet, I got it set to remind me for Happy Gilmore. Nice. Matthew Smith says a 9. I'm going to give it a solid 9. I thought it was a good follow up too, like Jeff said. And we are starting to get, like, it started off with the system showing how pissed that they are. So we're getting that. We're getting that attitude now from TNA. We're like, hey, we have to start sticking up for ourselves here. We have to start, we have to start fighting back. We got a little from Indy Hartwell tonight. So it does look like there's a path. I do believe that Indy is going to be the one. It just makes too much sense. That is going to challenge for the women, and obviously Mike Santana will challenge for the men. That's looks like to be that's what they're pointing to, and where they're headed. So yeah, so I thought it was a good show tonight. Really enjoyed it. Matthew says a 9. Deadman says a 9 out of 10. People are upset at Kaz too. Yeah,
and rightfully so.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. All right, guys. Well, look, that is going to do it for us for tonight. Again, come and join us on Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is Sean said, sorry, speaking of older movies, I would like to see Cujo remade if they don't have one yet. No, they didn't remake that yet, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, I was going to say surprisingly.
Yeah, you would think they would have, right? Creepshow. I know we got a miniseries continuing from the first movie, but would love a remake. Yeah, okay. The original Creepshow was a classic.
Yeah.
With Ted Danson and all that. That was a classic. So, but yeah, Cujo might be a good one. Although that might be a tough one to do in today's day and age because people get a little skitsy about dogs. So they'd have to have a dog. That dog in that was really very bloody, and I don't know if people would want to see that. Unless they use the CGI, but I don't know. But yeah, some movies just don't age well where they qualify for a remake. Eric says a 9 out of 10. Mike Santana is on his way to TNA Bound for Glory to bring the title home. Win story for Mike and Trick leading up to TNA's WrestleMania. I would believe that would be the case. Yeah, I believe that would be the case. So, all right. But yeah, so that's going to do it for us for tonight. Again, join us on Sunday. Make sure you drop a like on the stream for us tonight. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And if you're watching after this, which a lot of people do, subscribe to the channel as well. Drop a like on the stream and hit the notification bell to be notified about when we have the future content, which will be Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and join us. We'll talk about everything. Talk about a little bit from TNA, a little bit from WWE, getting ready for SummerSlam and all that good stuff. Whatever AEW's got going on as well, we'll hit it all up on Between the Ropes. Grievances to share, moments of the week, and, of course, we will have Sell or No Sell and all that good stuff. So come out and see us on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys, have a great rest of your week. Enjoy the wrestling that's coming up tomorrow. And hopefully we'll see you all on Sunday on our next show. Stay safe. As always, be kind to one another. And we will talk to you all on the next episode of The Insiders. Have a great night, guys. And we'll talk to you all soon. Good night, everybody.